The Simone Feiler podcast, giving authors a platform. Welcome to the podcast.
Nick Barnsdall runs Navigate Biz and 12 other businesses, and his new audiobook, EntrepreNext, is full of insightful information about growing your business, and I had the immense pleasure of being the first to hear it, narrated by the business guru himself.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to my podcast, Nick. So this is your second time round.
Yes.
Your first being Better Business, Better Life.
I thought it would be easy the second time.
Well, from my end, you rocked this session. You did really good.
Yeah, but it is tiring. Like it's hard work concentrating for reading out a whole book aloud, right?
Yeah.
It's but you make it a lot easier.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. Yeah, because you got to focus. You got to focus on the words, and try and breathe, and trying to get enough energy in there. And I thought you rocked it. I don't know whether I really enjoyed your new book, or whether you're just, an expert since you've been in there twice now. All right. So I am so impressed with the title and contents. EntrepreNext is so now defining how your words, thoughts and actions deliver results. It's almost like we're moving to the fifth dimension in the business world. So congratulations on your work.
Thank you.
One of the first things I picked up is that fundamentally there's two types of entrepreneurs. The first wants financial freedom, the ability to choose whether to work or not ever again, and a beach house and a Ferrari. And the second wants to help as many people as possible. When did you first realise this particular aspect, and which is the better viewpoint from your experience?
Look, I suppose I learned that viewpoint from myself firstly, and then once you actually recognise things in yourself, it's then easy to go and work, recognise it in others. And probably like most people starting a business, there's a financial reason behind it. But what I worked out is that when I can make the passion behind the business, the passion for the customer, or the product, the marketplace, the environment, whatever it might be, when you can make that the bigger picture, then actually that makes the ride much more enjoyable, and the rewards become secondary, although they come much quicker as well when you're not focused on just purely getting the sale.
It's such a new way of thinking. I'm hearing it a lot more nowadays, that you have to be successful, you've got to help other people. Basically, there's 8 billion people on the planet, and if you're just looking after number one, it's going to be hard to get there.
That's right. If you solve 8 billion problems, you're probably doing pretty well.
Yeah. So what was the inspiration around EntrepreNext, just getting this book out here after Better Business, Better Life?
Look, I think I'm always trying to search for different ways, I guess, to reach people. When I say reach, I mean reach in terms of capture their attention about how to solve this issue. And I think clearly the issue is that people don't last long in business. They may last less than a year. All the stats say that certainly less than 3, and by the time you get to 5 years, is hardly any business is still going.
Wow.
So my journey for probably for the last sort of 7 or 8 years has really been about how do I sort of adjust that statistic. And so the first book that we did last year was really around, I guess, a guidebook for people that are out there searching for, I suppose, the how-to. Yeah. And I think you probably will have picked up a lot more of this is really more around the mindset around it.
Yeah,
it's about
100%.
getting your head in the right space, that you're not just going to give up. And because when you're just looking for the material items, which we talk about the two different types of entrepreneurs, when you're just focused on the house or the Ferrari, it's actually easy to give up on that. But when you're focused on the greater good, whether that be the consumer, the marketplace, the planet, the whatever, it's pretty hard to give up on that. Yeah,
it's outside yourself.
Especially if it's something that you're really passionate about.
I think the way you've related in this new book is profound. I said it like the fifth dimension. It's like you've really incorporated, I don't know, next level somehow to explain to people how they can grow their business exponentially by looking after other people's needs.
Yeah.
And for me personally, I'm stuck constantly in the mindset of I need to do this. I'm on my computer, I'm editing and doing this. And like I have got a plan in the back of my head about where I'm going and what I'm doing. And your book just reiterated, like, Simone, step away from the computer and actually go back to your plan and write that down. Why is that so important that you have to write down your goal? Like, why am I doing this? Why is that so important?
Yeah, and also that...
It's inspirational to think, you know what, I get to think about that again. But why?
Well, it's exciting, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that, you know, if something's not working in your business, it's okay. You're allowed to change it.
Yeah.
And that the goal, the greater issue that you might be trying to solve in the marketplace or whatever it might be, you know, your business is a vehicle to get there, and it might be not, by the time you get to the end of that journey, that vehicle might look different. You might have changed, you know, so many aspects around that business, and that shows that you're paying attention. That shows that you're listening and watching the marketplace, and that your ego is not too caught up in the business that you've started and your idea and how you want it to be and what you want to deliver, and you're listening to what everybody, you know, what the marketplace wants, what they need, what they're prepared to, where they're prepared to buy from. You know, the experience that they want, you can make those adjustments and really serve the marketplace, and then they just keep coming back.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love the way you talk about that, particularly at the end of the book or towards the end, about, you know, just focus back on the market.
Yeah. The market always has the answer.
Yeah.
You know, we spend so much time with our head down in our own self, in our own business, in our own thinking, trying to solve it, when the answer is just right there in front of us. It's out there with our customer or our potential customer. Just ask.
That simplifies
or even
it.
with our competitors.
Yeah.
Even looking at our competitors and what they're doing.
Yeah, and even like giving them a call and saying, hey, do you want to hook up? Such a cool concept.
Yeah, let's merge. Like, hey, always, you know, everybody's like two heads are better than one, right? That's the old saying. So, you know, it's, you know, this book's really about just getting in your head space. I think I made the comment to you before this was, with the first book was around, you know, the how-to, but then people go through that journey for whether it's 6 months or 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, where they get to the point that they fall out of love with the business. This book enables them to go back and fall back in love with the process.
Yeah.
And then you can go back to the original book to go back and get the step-by-step again.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like just sort of keeps you, I guess this book is,
reiterating,
keeps you in the game.
Yeah, and sort of, you know, reiterating to yourself why you started this thing in the first place.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I love it. And you talk, there's so much, I know that you've got to rush off shortly, but there's so many things in there. It's like why you need to be part of a team, why more heads, like you said before, are better than one. That, you know, it's important to have a person that does your finance, person that does your marketing, person that does, you can't do it all. You can't wake up at 3, stay up till 11 and can, you know, expect to be in love with the business in a year's time. Because
I think we all suffer from that. No matter how superhuman we might think we are, eventually, you know, 3 or 4 hours sleep a night's going to catch up, and then you're going to fall out of love, right? So you got to go back and reignite that passion. And so hopefully for people that are in that stage after 12 months or 18 months of, you know, 3 hours sleep a night, after reading this book, hopefully it can reignite their passion if they're feeling some level of burnout.
Those EntrepreNext. I love that word.
What's next? Well, that's it. Is you know, what is next when you've started your online business, or you've started your little, you know, you started your cafe or your boutique or whatever it is, and it's not hit all your magical dreams in the first 6 or 12 months. What is next? And so this is for those people. It's, you know, this is EntrepreNext.
Yeah, and it really is. I've just listened to the whole thing. Highly recommended. I'm looking forward to editing and listening to it again. I've taken notes already the first time round. So watch this space with my business. Thank you, Nick.
Great. Thank you so much. It's a great experience again. Yeah, thank you.
I'm so happy to hear that. And so where can people catch up with you again? Navigate Biz?
Navigate Biz, if they jump on navigatebiz.com, navig8biz.com, and yeah, all the business community courses, you know, information, education, tools, templates to help people in their business.
Yeah, it's online as well, so you can catch up with Nick and the team there. Yep. Awesome. Well, have a wonderful day. Thanks again. Look forward to hearing another book. You're saying you're writing 7?
Yeah, there's more. There's more coming.
Enjoy your day, Nick.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for joining the Simone Feiler podcast.
What's your story?
Contact Simone for a chat at brisbaneaudiobookproduction.com.